Hello, beautifuls of the feed, Earth Angels. How you doing today? I am going to be doing your collective daily tarot reading today. We're just going to dive straight into it, but if you do resonate today, please definitely hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new to the Soul family here, hit the bell notification, and leave a comment down below. Let me know what stands out to you, what you resonate with, or even if you don't resonate. Yeah, let me know. Alrighty, let's dive straight in. I was thinking of going into Dreams of Gaia today. And first of all, I'm actually going to get a quantum card. We'll just get one to start with, like I normally do, and see where that's going to take us. Let's turn that down. For some reason, every time I start, when I'm listening to music, it always goes so loud when I start, so better turn that down. Our first card is this one that's coming out. I feel like it's really interesting that there is literally like so many cards here. But since I've made these, there's only a few that have been coming out so far. Like literally every time. Like I don't even know if that's a coincidence at this point. It's literally what happens. The prismatic veil, peering beyond the illusion of form, where pure consciousness reflects like light through a crystal. Like this one's been coming out every single day for every single reading. 111 I just saw. So it's basically you are becoming the crystal, and consciousness is shining through you, refracting through you. You know, you're gaining this information, this knowledge. We do have dimensional synergy. I'll grab one more just because it's always the same card. So we have two cards today. Merging multiple timelines, lifetimes into a singular harmonious existence. Okay, so actually today these two cards have come out like literally 100 million times, literally since I've made them. So let's just go into a reading. The dimensional synergy that's obviously occurring right now for a lot of Earth Angels. I feel like I'm just a broken record at this point for these two cards, but that's okay. You know, I'm just letting you know that's how I feel about it. I feel like maybe the viewers might get a little bit sick of seeing the same cards, but maybe this is where we're at. We're just really at a place where this is the message that's coming through. I feel like that's what's coming through for me for this. Is, you know, the message is coming through loud and clear. So the King of Swords is coming out first. So this is showing that you're like this energy here. Maybe there's things that are not actually being listened to or taken in properly. With the King of Swords, you're in a very much like head over heart place. So your heart chakra is maybe not open as much. Maybe this information keeps coming out over and over and over because it's not being taken in fully. That's kind of what I'm getting from this card. You know, like there's a sense of like mental clarity here, but it's not really giving me the sense of like the clarity that is available to you when you are, you know, connecting your head and your heart. So that's kind of what I'm getting from that. And then we have the Ace of Cups here. So there is this sense of like a new connection coming in. There is a new connection. That's what I'm getting. There is this new connection. The Two of Pentacles. There is a call to stay balanced here. We have the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is giving that sense of like, you know, thinking about your future, thinking about what is really available to you, thinking about things. So what I'm getting from this is that you're not really focused on like maybe the soul journey right now. It's giving the sense of like you're more focused on like what you can have, like the physical, like what can you manifest into the physical, because it just seems to me that you're in your head over heart. So really interesting here. I feel like there's got something to do with like there is some sort of energy being sent your way. It could possibly be keeping you in this place of, you know, like focusing on the physical things. And I feel like the sense of like the illusion in the middle here, it's like it's really giving me the sense of there is something illusionary here about it. Like maybe there's something that's sending you something, sending you some type of energy. Maybe this new connection or this Ace of Cups. It's very interesting. Then we have the Magician. So it gives to me that this is being manifested. Like you have the tools to manifest your greatest desires right in front of you. But I do believe that this situation, this current energy is being manifested by you. You know, like it's been manifested in a way that like there is something else here. There is another energy sending you something, but I feel like this is being manifested by you. We have the Ten of Pentacles here. So this is actually giving me the sense of the physical. I'm getting a lot of physical here, like physical things, like focused on physical items or things, money. It's giving me the sense of being really focused on this inheritance that seems to be coming into you. Um, Now we're getting some sense of soul journey coming out now. So you're really like the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is coming out. So this gives me soul journey. It gives me this sense of really thinking about the path that you need to take. There is multiple paths, there are hard ones, there are easy ones, there are lazy ones, there are not so lazy ones. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. And it gives me the sense of like you're actually thinking about taking the easy path. It gives me this sense, right? Like I feel that, and it's frustrating me. It makes me feel frustrated. But that's okay. That's the feeling I'm getting through these cards. It feels like there is this frustration, like you think, or you're feeling like whatever's happening is just not really actually what you want, or it's giving me the sense of like it's not what you deserve, like it's not enough. It really does give that sense of like it's not enough, like the Ace of Wands is coming here, so there is something that's going to be moving very quickly into your energy. And it seems like it's going to be like an old friend or a past life connection. Oh, indeed. Six of Cups. So, yeah, that's definitely confirming what I just said. Like, the Six of Cups really gives me that sense of like nostalgia. There is some sort of old feeling there. But it's just really interesting. Like, the Head Over Heart one, like the Narcissist card, the first one that came out, just like doesn't give me a good vibe for this reading. I feel like I'm not calling anyone a narcissist. I'm just saying the Head Over Heart, like you don't not using your heart chakra, you're not using your heart whatsoever for any decisions whatsoever in this situation. So it's a disconnect from the heart, and that's why I probably feel frustrated because I want to go into my heart, um, and I want to use my heart, but it just gives me the sense of like this reading is really from the head. It's really from like it's focused around this place, and that's why I feel like it's desires. It's focused on desires and things and objects, and not so much like spiritual things. It's really interesting actually. Like I feel like the Magician here is it's giving that sense of like being manifested. So we have the moon coming in here. So we have things from the past life connection. It's a very quick like moving energy, and we have the moon and that like here to cause you pain. Yeah, so it's really interesting. It seems like this energy here is really coming in to cause you a lot of stress. Whatever the situation is, it's really interesting. I can see and probably feel now why you're in the head. Like maybe if you don't realize what's happening, or maybe you don't understand, like there is some sort of like emotional manipulation at play, or it's like it's this Ace of Chalices energy. And the moon's giving illusions, and it's below that one that has illusions. So yeah, so like this sense of like whatever's happening here is like there is someone that's going to try to weave some sort of physical object over your situation. It gives me the sense of like you've manifested it though, right? Like you've manifested this thing into your life. um but it seems like the moon and the pain and stuff, and the like the what is happening here? Completion. So maybe this stuff is being completed. So this past life connection seems like it might be like the person or someone that you're dealing with currently. Maybe you're moving and transitioning into another department, or maybe a new house, or a new situation, a new area, a new city. It's really just giving me like those things because the world came out here. So it's giving me actually a lot of insight, past life, moving very quickly, like manifesting physical things, head over heart. You're very much. I don't get anything like nefarious here, but I feel like this narcissistic energy that was here, that's like coming in. I feel like they're the ones that are helping you transition. It seems really interesting. Like maybe the perpetrator is the one that has to help you transition to this new area. Whatever's going on here is really interesting. Um, so it's still with a past life, and this person is the moon, right? Like when I get this, it's like you are the sun, Earth Angel. You are the sun. This person is the moon. They were literally a karmic that was meant to like, cause you a lot of pain and suffering, and you probably had lots of arguments with them. They probably gaslit you. They probably like put in a lot of effort to try to make your life like a living hell. That's kind of what I'm getting. But there is this completion happening right now. You know, you're so protected, and you've done all the work, 10-10, you've done all the work in the world to literally move away from the situation, whatever the situation is, because I'm just getting that there is the situation that you're in, and there is a specific person, and I'm getting a feminine kind of energy here. Very interesting, feminine energy. I wouldn't say it's female or male, but I would just say it's a feminine energy. Okay, so we have the world coming out, this completion. I would like to look at some other cards, please. I did say I was going to look at Dreams of Gaia, but I ended up doing this instead. So I guess that's just the way it was meant to be. I was feeling that head over heart right at the beginning with those two cards that came out. Interestingly enough, I do understand you're definitely merging those things. You're moving away from these things and merging them into one. So like this doesn't affect you anymore. That's what I'm getting. So let's look at some of these cards. We have Dreams of Gaia. This is the Nine of Earth. The Nine of Earth is really giving. It's giving. Um, there is a butterfly there, which I think is really cool. I feel like you're being set free in some sort of way. There is a little bit of like begging in this photo, but it also could be like giving. Like whether which way you take it, it looks like maybe it could be begging or giving. So it really is like giving me the sense of being like quite balanced and one with the earth, but I almost feel like there is this desire here as well, because desire has come out in self. So self desire, like you're really desiring things for yourself, and you're not really in this place of like being for the desires of others. Maybe it's like not a selfish thing. It gives me the sense of like you've been in this place for such a long time where you have been giving to others. Yeah, so giving to others. So it's giving me that needy but also giving vibe. So there is a desire to give to oneself. Okay, here. So that's what I'm getting through this, is there is a desire to give to oneself because you've been giving to others for your existence, you know, your whole entire past life, karmic situation. I feel like for however long you've been in this situation, you've now broken the cycle. So it is now time to give to oneself, which is really beautiful. I love that. I'm really happy for anyone that is at this place where they can start giving to themselves and not feeling bad about not giving to others in the way that you always have. It doesn't mean that you're going to stop, because I feel like you're that type of person, obviously. But at the moment, currently, you're head over heart. You're really in this place where like you're about looking after yourself, giving to yourself, and really creating a life and success and just everything that you've ever imagined with the manifestation card. I thought this reading was going to be stressful because of the frustration I was feeling before from the head over heart. But I really understand that this is probably a good place to be. But there is also that other energy for like the narcissistic energy coming through, that feminine energy that's caused you a lot of pain and suffering. So with this one here, I feel like there is some sort of negating going on, like negation of that negative energy. I feel like you're transmuting it. Like you can transmute this energy better than like anyone for some reason. You're an earth angel. Obviously, this card is showing an angel. I really love that one. This card's so beautiful. So it's the Eight of Air. And then the next one we have the Mother. So the Mother is coming out. And what is one last card after that one? Because the Mother is about nurturing and providing for oneself and like really nurturing your manifestations and your, you know, your abundance. So we do have this one here coming out. Very interesting. We have the Two of Air. The Two of Air is really giving that balance kind of thing, but it's also giving that sense of like there is a crossroads here. But it also gives me that sense of balancing out the shadow and the light within yourself. Being more like respectful of the shadow and light, understanding that where there is darkness, there is light, all that kind of stuff. You can't just always be in the light. I feel like when we're a human being in this experience that we have, you kind of have to understand that sometimes things are going to be pretty dark. You know, sometimes things are going to be dark. Sometimes you're going to have dark thoughts. Sometimes you're going to be dark, you know. But like at the end of the day, it's just giving me the sense of respecting that side. you know, respecting the dark side, respecting the light side, and then really bringing those two things together and really getting to a place of, you know, quantum understanding. It's very resonant of yesterday's reading yesterday. If you want to check out yesterday's reading that goes more into the dark and light, you know, like the light falling in love with the dark, that's pretty much what it is, then definitely go check it out. I will put it in the card up here, 1515, that's so sick. Okay, and the last but not least card is Emotions. Oh wait, no, Emotions is the last card, but we had two more cards before this. So there is this sense of being connected to the earth, being very balanced with the chakras. Your energies are really lining up. So going back to these first two quantum cards, it really does give that sense of like merging multiple timelines into a singular harmonious existence. Like you're really focusing on like pulling that future, that past, and the present, and just going and smashing it all into one so that you can draw from all things. And then we have the three of earth. The three of earth is giving me the sense of being like using some sort of like dark knowledge, some sort of darkness knowledge, but you are the light being. The earth dragon is here, so calling upon the earth dragon, emerald dragon energy, you know, call upon that to surround you in its coil. That's what I'm getting through this, and ask the earth dragon for knowledge. So I feel like connect to the earth, go meditate, go heal some of the land around you. You know, like you can spread your light, and you can heal past lives, you can heal timelines, you can heal the past, you can heal the future, you can heal this, that, and that. You could really look into it, but this is giving me like you have the knowledge, you have the wisdom to do all these things, and you are like the shining light, right? But then you have black wings. So I feel like you are an embodiment of like the light and the dark. Interestingly enough, is I feel like you are embodying the light. You are the light, but you have this darkness that you have had in your life, and you've been in that darkness. You know, like that's probably what you've ever known until like a certain point, like recent. I would say it's very recent that you you have come into the light. So it just gives me the sense of like, don't be afraid of the darkness. Maybe you can work with it. Maybe there are things in the dark that can actually help you in the light through like a mutual and a respectable and a very beautiful place that you can like have boundaries and stuff with the darkness. Okay, so I'm kind of getting that. um Honestly, at the end of the day, if anyone is not agreeing with this, that's absolutely fine. Like, this is just what's coming through. This is all about my soul journey and your soul journey, the earth angels. You are an elevated human being. I do believe that you have spiritual DNA that is like above a lot of other people in the collectives, like chosen ones, different things. I do believe that you have ties to actual archangels or fallen angels, or you even have ties to like actual God or actual the darkness. So it's giving me that sense of like higher, like very higher, like spiritual ties. And it's giving me the sense of like the darknesses and the light seems to be wanting to come together and work together to bring balance, um, which is really beautiful, right? Like, it's so poetic and beautiful. I think it would scare a lot of people, but I'm all for it. I feel like with the right people, with the right person on the light side that can discern the lies and the deceit and the the darkness, I think it could work. And someone that's just pure with the pure intentions could discern and keep healthy boundaries with the shadow or the darkness. So I think everyone can do this at this point. It's all about balance. So very interesting. That's been coming out a few times in my readings lately. So let's just move forward into some other cards here. Obviously, there is the situation of like wanting to, there's a completion cycle here. So I kind of love that. What cards do I want to use? I want to see how you feel. I want to see how Earth Angels feel right now. There's an obsession going on. That flew out right over there. So there might be like something like addiction taking place, or some sort of obsession or adoration going on in your life. So that's something. It could be got something to do with a relationship, commitment. Maybe you're addicted or obsessed with commitment of some sort. You really want some sort of commitment here, promises. But there is a sense of like influences. So maybe this has got something to do with like an influence outside of your space. but it's also an attachment and third parties and peers. So this could be a group of people. Maybe like there's just maybe you're just not hanging out with the right crowd or something, or it's giving me the sense of like you're maybe there's some witchcraft or like a hex or some sort of curse placed on you. If you're feeling like you have a negative mind, then I would look into like doing some removal or listen to some black magic removal or something like that. It does give the sense of like there is something coming in to try to distract you, like something unseen here. So interestingly enough, yeah, this is giving the sense of like I think maybe this is why you could be in your head. I think we have intuition, we have conflict distracted, but we have curse. So curse came out here in the middle. So there is some sort of curse here. So since we've done this, this is actually really telling. I do believe that this obsession towards a relationship, like a love relationship, like the physical relationship, is really being driven by an influence in your life, which is a third party. So maybe society as a whole, maybe people around you are like telling you like, oh, you haven't even got a partner yet, or like you know what I mean. It's giving me that. It's just giving me the sense of like over life, or maybe just over like the time that you've been living in this life because of the way society is. Maybe it's like created an obsession, an adoration or addiction to finding the one or being with someone. So it gives that sense that this is the curse. Okay, this is the curse here that has been placed on you in a past life. So this is really telling. You are distracted. There is sidetrack change and delays coming through here, but then there's the conflict, and that has like an alcohol drink on it. So it gives multiple choices, and we had addiction at the beginning. So this commitment could be wanting commitment from someone that is specifically, maybe they have a lot of those addictions to substances, or maybe they drink heavily. Maybe you drink heavily. At the end of the day, I don't judge anyone for this, but it gives a sense of conflicted decisions. Okay, so like making the wrong decisions. Ultimately, the universe maybe wants you to go into a place of celibacy, or even finding a place where you can get away from a lot of these substances, because your gifts and your talents and your god-given right will come through a lot more when you are more self-respecting. um and like everything, these are the things that are like the darkness, right? Like we're talking about the darkness. And I'm getting that like addiction, obsession, attachment, curses, witchcraft. What if you're actually what if you're performing witchcraft? Like, what if you're doing things that aren't necessarily good? That just kind of come through. But like, there are things here that really need to be looked at in your journey. And I think you already know. So this last card here is that you already know. It's like your heart's telling you, your soul's telling you this stuff. Like telepathy. You're getting these messages. You have an inner knowing, and like your heart's singing to you, like, please, please give me the freedom that I need just for a little bit. It's giving me that sense, right? Like, you don't have to stop doing these things forever. That's what I'm gonna say. Is because I will go into it. I smoked weed for most of my life, okay, and I don't really drink, but like I have drunken before. I don't do it very often, um, but I was also born like an addict or whatever. So my real mom, she was like opium and what else? I don't know, heroin. She sniffed glue, and now these days she's on the methadone program, which is the drug that Hitler made. I don't know if I'm allowed to say those words on this, but who cares? Authentic truth. It was made in World War II to keep people under control, and the things that I've seen and I guess witnessed have really helped me get to a place of contentment and finding a place of balance. So I guess I wanted to share that because I've struggled my whole life with this curse, right? Like maybe you're struggling with this curse of this influence as well. Like, maybe there's like everyone around you smokes weed or does this or does that. Like maybe they are casual when it comes to sexual things. You never know. 24/24. I've never seen that one before. But it's giving me the sense of like, and I think that's why the universe or Metatron is trying to get you on your own or in solitude so that you can really focus on you. And, it's all about that self care, right? It's about that desire to look after yourself and not have to be in a place where, like, maybe you wake up in the morning after having a big night and you're like, oh, Again, I feel like crap today. I don't know. Like, obviously, I'm not like trying to force anyone to do anything, but this is just the messages that are coming through today, and I think it's really deep. I think it's actually really beautiful and transformative. Actually, it actually shows me how far I've come as well, and I'm so proud of myself from all of this. So if you've come really far and you're not struggling with anything, any of these things as much or even anymore, then congratulations. I want to give you a big high five. High five. Um, but if you are struggling with all this stuff, then like it's, you can do it. It's very hard and very difficult, but like you can do it. I'm getting that like Reiki could work here. There is this chick on YouTube. At the end of the day, like I don't really care about promoting people that much, so I'll say I can't remember her name, but like she does the hand Reiki thing, and she's maybe she's an Asian lady, and she does one that like helps you like move away from like addictions and smoking and all drinking, just basically it's for that, but then she's like asks you to set the intention at the beginning. And so I did that like 3 times, and it was quite a while ago, but it actually helped. Like I literally got to a point where like my body and my mind and just everything was like, no, I don't want to do that anymore. It was like, ugh. It's like it changed me and it changed my perception on everything, and I'm so grateful to that lady and to that channel. So I will put that link in the top comment, okay? I think this is really interesting. I'm actually really fascinated with this reading. So I'm going to do some more cards. Let's do some more positive cards now. And let's get some nice affirmations going, eh? Alright, I love how I pick these up and they get bent. So we need to fix that. Alright, let's see what's going to come out. These want to come out too. Alrighty, so we have rain. A renewal is here. Let the past be washed away. Yes, let's go. I love it. I love it. I love it. I was feeling that after halfway through, but at the beginning, man, when I started this reading, there was so much frustration coming through, and there was so much like pain, right? Like pain and frustration, and even stress, or even like just worry, angst. There was angst coming through at the beginning when these two cards come out. So, for anyone that wants to know, that's why I was like saying what I was saying. I was like, people can get so annoyed that these two cards keep coming out. Like, that's kind of the feeling that I got, like the repetitive. Like, basically being told the same thing over and over and over, that frustration you get from it. So, I think Metatron here is really trying to tell you something. We have resonance. The universe is mirroring your energy. Align with your true frequency. Okay. Now we have reverberate. Every word, every thought, every action echoes into eternity. What will you send forth? We have mist. The unknown holds magic. Trust the unseen realms. We have illume. Darkness only exists where light has not been revealed. Become the revelation. Heck yeah. And then we have void. In the emptiness, all things are possible. Release fear and become infinite. I love it. Alrighty. I'm going to do some of my Metatron cards now. So let's just get like 1 or 2 of these. We have Warrior. Let's just get 2. I think 2 is good. And we have Shadow of Illusion. Okay, so Warrior here is giving strength, courage, and resilience. You are forged in the fires of challenge, an unbreakable force of will. Strength pulses through you, carrying you through adversity with courage and resilience. The warrior's path is not just battle, but truth, honor, and the unwavering power within. Here's your affirmation. If you'd like to claim this, let me know in the comments with a love heart, a sun, and an earth dragon. I think it's like the Chinese earth dragon or something. I stand strong in my courage and resilience. My spirit is unshaken. My heart is unbreakable. So we have Warrior. We have Shadow of Illusion, Truth, Clarity, and Awakening. The Shadow of Illusion falls away as you rise in the light of truth, vibrating at 528 hertz. This frequency calls forth clarity you seek, dissolving the illusions that once clouded your vision. In awakening, you shed the layers of confusion, and what was once hidden is now revealed. With each step into the light, the shadows dissolve, and you are reborn in the clarity of your authentic self. I would recommend listening to 528 hertz frequency music, okay? I am thinking about like purchasing the like commercial rights to a bunch of, like healing music, so I can have it in the backgrounds of my music. So maybe in the next like couple of months, you might see a change in my videos, and we'll get some 528 hertz frequency music so that we can have it in the backgrounds of my music, because like honestly that's one of my favorite frequencies to listen to. And I just thought I'd let y'all know now, um, because it's really something that is super close to my heart. It's like a metaphor for it, right? Like 528 hertz is literally your heart, so it's super close to my heart. It really is. Alrighty. Um, Last but not least, for this reading today, we move into these cards. I'm literally so in awe, and I love these cards so much. So let's just get some messages today for Earth Angels, please, from these cards. Oh, well, there we go. We've got some messages. I normally just get one at a time, but we'll just go with these ones. We have so many affirmations today. I put the affirmation cards into the set, so they wanted to come out today, so I'm ready to go big, rise up, and step into my power. We have my productivity stems from inspiration. When I focus on what brings me joy, my tasks become effortless actions. I know I like this. I saw this post the other day from some other creator in this community, and they were like, the channels that are still using affirmations are so lame. And I'm like, whoa, literally hating on channels that use affirmations, like positive affirmations to build people up. I don't agree with that. So I just wanted to basically mention that I bring peace wherever I go, and hopefully other people can start doing that too. And I would really like YouTube to start recommending me these channels that are basically pooping on other people that are probably more legit than them. Anyway, this is the card that came out, and I felt like saying that. I bring peace with me wherever I go. It's always a good thing. Spiritual alignment puts my manifestation into motion. My kindness is a gift I bestow upon the world. It indeed is. Compassion is my compass. I'm willing to hold space for the experience of others. Yeah, totally. Totally willing to hold space for others, but I don't have to accept it. There's that one of those things, right? Like, this card is really gives me that sense of like, sometimes there are things that like you can be compassionate about, but you don't have to accept them into your life. So I just wanted to add that as like it's all about you, and it's about your boundaries, and it's about what you find comfortable. So you can be compassionate, but you can be firm at the same time. So I love that. We have let me be still today and listen to the truth in silence. I don't know why I said it like that, but it's so aggressive for some reason. It is safe to ask for help. People want to support me. I love that. All right, well, I'm going to ask for some help right now. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and also leave a comment down below and tell me what you think about this reading. I'd love to know what you think, and I'm here to hold the experience of others, obviously, and I'm not here to like tell you you're wrong. Okay, on my channel I won't tell you you're wrong, but like if I see someone else's channel and they're like saying stuff like trying to manipulate you into not going to someone else's channel, then I'll probably point out that they're wrong. But anyway, it's kind of fun. It's all about being grounded. So that's our message of light today. We got so many affirmations. I feel so sassy today. We have grounding. So this is like just that sense of like really grounding yourself. You could spend some time like meditating. It doesn't take long, like 5 minutes, and just picture golden roots going out of your body into the ground, out of your feet. If you're sitting on the ground, just out of your whole body into the ground, and just plug yourself into the ground like it's like the Matrix. How they plug in the plug? Just imagine all your plugs plugging into the ground. That's what I'm getting. Grounding. And then we have Breath of the Cosmos. My will to thy will. Micromanaging the universe. Interesting. That's what I'm going to say about that card. Interesting. I know I say that a lot. I say, oh, that's beautiful. And I say, whoa, that's interesting. I say that so often, and I try to stop myself, but I think it's just me. And yeah, so I've accepted it. It's so funny. All right, let's get some more. I feel like that'd be kind of fun to do. So let's just get a couple more here. Let's grab those ones. That one wants to come out. I really just want some like Egyptian cards as well. So if we see some that are just going to kind of pop through. All right. That is way too many, but you know what? I'm here. I'm here today. If you're not really into like all these cards, that's fine. I'm going to go through these really, really super fast. We have Soul Song. So there is a song being played from your soul. It's really calling you into this place of blissfulness and being still and being safe and like trusting other people. It's really giving me that. We have Neath, so persevere. Even though it's hard, perseverance is still here. You're very much going through a change. We have Kipri, so change is very much coming through. I love like this is pretty much like a whole deck of cards. We have big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. We have inner voice. Listen to your inner voice. I feel like that's kind of where the big picture idea thinking kind of stuff comes from. You're going to really listen to your inner voice. And this Pleiades energy is within you. So I feel like it's going to inspire ideas for you. And that's what you're looking for. There is a portal here that's currently opening for you, or it's already been open. It's basically you decide. Doors are opening. There is a reward on the other side. You're the wild card of the universe. You know, you're being chosen. I get that from. We get divine masculine today, and we have soul family. So this could be for a divine masculine energy, or it could just be giving divine masculine energy today. This reading, we have the messenger, Sirius energy, bringing harmony and balance. So this reading is all about messages. You're not alone, isolation, physical connection, and community. This one here is giving that sense of like, if you are alone, you're not alone because you have a community. And if you find this community and you're alone, then welcome to the family. Okay? We have activated earth, power place, ley lines, trust where you'll lead. So if you do go out today, then like don't stress out. Just go where you feel is good. You know, it gives me that sense of like maybe go to a body of water. That's really specific lately. And I actually I went to Littleton in Christchurch the other day, and then I went over the hill to Sumner, which if you don't know Christchurch, that's fine. But it's like this big cliff, and like it was a big body of water, and I was like, do you feel that? Like to my friend, I'm like, do you feel that? Like, there's something up here. Do you feel that? It was so funny. He was like, no, what? He's like the air pressure, and I'm like, no, do you feel that? Like, I'm like the Earth Dragon must be up here. But anyway, that's kind of like what I was like. I just felt like there was something out there to greet me, and I felt so like after I came home, I was a different person. Anyway, we have healing, so I feel like there is some sort of healing taking place here. Selkis. So I feel like it's definitely like getting and embracing energy from water, the ocean specifically. I can't really tell everyone to go to the ocean, but it seems like just a body of water, a river, something that is going to be like flowing and connected to all other water. Yeah, interesting. We have enlightenment, so I feel like maybe if you do that, then enlightenment and healing is going to come through, which I feel like has come for me. Inner Earth, I'm getting the Earth Dragon here. You'll survive this. New solutions and new beginnings. Call on the Earth Dragon to spiral around you and solidify your work. That's kind of what I'm getting from that. Like, you can call the Earth Dragon, the Emerald Dragon energy to spiral around you. Like, ask it to spiral a shield around you. And anything you do when it comes to energy work, ask it to solidify that and make it permanent. Um, Whoa. We have Osiris, death and rebirth. So there is a sense of something old finishing. Like, I feel like that's what's happening in this reading today, and we're going into something new. This is all part of your soul journey. You got the love, Hyderian energy, codependency, and boundaries. So yeah, so I feel like there's a lot of this coming out. Yeah, addiction's coming out. So it's definitely coming out today. Loosen your grip, coping mechanisms, destiny, addiction, let God in. Okay, so let God in. You don't need to do all these things. Um, And if you found us here and you're like alone and you feel like you have to go and like, you know what I mean? Like you can just like have this channel as like a place where you can come to each day, and you can like, even if the reading doesn't resonate with you, you can still be part of the family here. I really just want to be open to all energies, but just understand and remember to be kind and to not go too far into the dark side, and no meanness, no nastiness, but like definitely a balanced approach to both sides. So that's what we're about here. We have Star Family. You're part of the team of souls. Call and support. Well, that's what I'm doing right now. 3939. If, like I said 3 times in this video, if you want to be part of the family, then you have been called here to be here for a reason. We have Apophis, so darkness. We have Seth, resentment. We have Nut, understanding. Okay, so there's this sense of like coming into a place of understanding certain things. Apophis is darkness, so maybe you're currently in this place of destruction, chaos, and darkness. But it also gives me Apophis. Isn't Apophis the one that comes and takes like unworthy souls? Is that the wrong one? Or is it Seth? Does Seth take the unworthy souls? One of those takes the unworthy souls. So it's giving me the sense of like you are worthy, but I feel like maybe you're in this place of like feeling like you're not worthy. So these cards are kind of coming out like darkness and Seth. Maybe you're resenting something. Maybe you resent your childhood. Maybe you resent your parents. Maybe you resent society. Maybe you resent yourself. And it brings this place of Apophis, darkness, so chaos and destruction, and everything seems like it never gets better. It's always in chaos, and like like that's what it's giving me. So this is really telling. It's giving the sense of like come to this place of Nut, understanding. So once you can reach a place of understanding of the darkness and all of these things, you can really pull yourself out of these places. You can have a death and rebirth here. That's really interesting that I felt like I needed to look over here. You can pull yourself out of these places of obsession, addiction, infatuation. Basically all of those things that are basically distracting you from moving forward on your soul journey. Interesting. This is very deep today. We have the create serving, Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. That's always good to see because there is a lot of head over heart in this reading. And we're heading to love again. And then we have Satet, fruitfulness. So there's a lot of fruitfulness coming for you. That's beautiful. I feel like there's a lot of understanding coming through here. And then we have Forge, don't follow. Last but not least card, okay? Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. And with that, I am actually going to end this reading because I've done such a long reading this morning. It's longer than any forever. Like, this is so long. But anyway, take care, everybody, and I'll see you in another one very shortly. And I am going to be live today, actually, and I should be going live like around lunchtime, like 12 p.m.-ish, New Zealand Standard Time. 12, 1, 2, yeah, because I've got an appointment at like 3 o'clock, so I'll be live for like an hour and 20 minutes. So if you want to be there, I'll see you there, and yeah, take care, everybody. Lots of love to all of you, and I'd like to send some healing waves to you through my hands, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.